It's gotta be something I could sell around here. Wind, lots of wind here. Oxygen, people need oxygen to work out. Very good, very good. I could sell wind. Okay guys, send $3,999,000 and I will send you some wind. You just step outside, it'll be immediately delivered to you. You just have to just inhale, and there you go. That's the benefit. Natural Gallant Bodybuilding has sent that oxygen to you directly, but it does require payment. So yeah, make sure you make those payments, guys. If you're breathing right now, guess what? I sent that to you, and yeah, there's some money owed.
Mountain. Train the muscles, not the joints.
I want to film here. Problem is a lot of times you got to make sure it's safe first, because you just start filming a video, there's we'll just say there's some dudes out here that don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I know that they use my workout programs. You know, they're all monstrosities and they're pretty big. Let's just put it that way. They got a lot of muscle. But now since putting on a little bit of muscle mass, they think they own the place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just bear with me if I have to cut the video off, then that's what's going on. Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding. Mountain. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how many sets per workout can be enough. Now, this is always negotiable, right? You know, there's certain people out there that'll say, you know, 2 sets is enough. Another person will say 28 sets is enough. And in the end, the right answer is how much is enough, right? Like whatever you're getting results from is going to be the amount of sets that is enough. Really. I mean, if you're getting results, then whatever you're doing is actually right for now. Now, once the results stop, then you may have to reassess what is the new level of rightness with the amount of sets, right? But one thing I'm going to say, and it's something that a lot of people don't know, and that is the amount of sets that I did per workout back in the day was far less than what a lot of people would expect. So a lot of times when I was doing my 2-day split, which is for you beginners out there, because I get this question all the time, a 2-day split is when you split the body between 2 different days. So you do half the body one day, half the body the next day, and you may repeat that until you feel like you need a day off. And that usually equates to 1 day off a week or maybe 2 days off a week. For me, most of the time it was 1 day off, right? But for my total workout, even though I'd be training 3 body parts, it would only be around 12 sets. A lot of times my workout would be about 12 sets. Sometimes I do 4 sets of one body part, then maybe 5 sets of another, then maybe 3 sets of another. But usually it was around 12 sets, 10 to 12. So it wasn't about how many sets I was doing in the workout. It was more about, did I challenge the muscle in the prescribed sets that I trained? And I didn't really focus on muscular fatigue being the main factor, meaning like just the inability to recover from one set to the next. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for stimulating the body so that it felt big and pumped and it felt strong, and then moving on to the next body part. So a good rule of thumb was you didn't want one body part to exhaust you so much so that you couldn't perform the other body parts in the same workout. So that's the majority of the way that I trained. I didn't train with a lot of sets, right? Another thing that I did was that when I was doing chest, back, and legs in a workout, after warm-ups, I would only do 3 sets per body part. So my workouts when I was doing chest, back, and legs were only 9 sets because of the nature of leg training being so hard on the overall nervous system in the body. I took that into account, right? So a set isn't really a set, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're training a set of bicep curls, that's going to be far less hard on the system than if you're doing deadlifts, right? So I find this oversimplification of sets or volume to be inadequate when it comes down to measuring what's really happening in the workout. So you see in this day and age where everybody's like Google searching and coming out with general absolute statements that they feel apply to everything, but they don't. And the word set does not apply to everything. If you do a set of deadlifts or a set of arm curls, you're getting a totally different form of nervous system and immune system stimulation. So to do a blanket number of sets, no matter what type of exercise you're doing, that would be a false thing to do. All right, if you guys are just playing with me right here and just gonna jump out when I'm filming, I'll be really pissed. Seriously, no more workout sticks for you if you jump out at me. You hear me? No more workout sticks. Well, that should learn them. Hey, that should teach them a lesson. Everybody knows my workout sticks are very valuable. So the other thing I found was that when I'm doing heavier weights or doing more intense type of weights to failure, it's better for me to do less sets. If I'm doing a lot of sets with that, what'll happen is that I'll just burn out, get injured, or let's just say flare up a joint, right? Because the joints can only take so much of that tension. So if you go above and beyond that, what will happen is that you'll get a chronic sort of issue. So a lot of times people think that they're doing an exercise wrong, but sometimes they're actually just doing too much of that specific exercise in a workout. And because of the volume that they're doing, their body just cannot recover. And the joints usually are a few steps behind in the recovery than the muscles. So you're going to notice that the joints will start to get flared up or start to get irritated more so than the muscles. And that usually, or can be, a sign that you're doing too much volume for that specific exercise or body part. So yeah, a lot of times I did 10 sets in a workout or less, right? And I got great results. So it wasn't about the amount of volume. Like a lot of guys they'll go on the internet and they'll say it's just all about volume. No, it's not about volume. It's about the quality of the volume. And yes, you need a certain amount of volume. And I would say for most people, they need more than one set, yes. But to say that you should do 20, 25 sets in a workout or something like that, that would be absolutely false, because I find for myself, after about 3 or 4 sets on a certain body part, I notice that I start to get into the endurance type of training. And sometimes you want to go there, but as a set point to stay with all the time, I find it will take me to a level of burnout. So I found it's best for me to concentrate on what I can be intense with and do enough volume that I feel that I can find that intensity, instead of feeling the drudgery of doing too much volume and then becoming more a volume athlete than an intensity athlete. So yeah, again, I've talked about the Mike Mentzer thing, and I don't believe in just one set, but I do believe that you can get a lot accomplished in a workout doing far less sets, but just doing enough intensity. You know, taking those sets to failure or pretty close to failure and then going from there. So yeah, is 10 sets enough? Yeah, for me, it is. In a lot of cases, it is. I'm not saying I do that all the time, but sometimes I will do a workout like that. So today I did 3 sets of squats. After warm-ups, of course, I did 3 working sets. Then I did 3 working sets of shoulder presses. And then I did 3 working sets of triceps. It was enough to get a pump, enough to hit failure in the muscles and get in and out. So I was done within about a half an hour, right? Easily. I was done within a half an hour of that workout. So sometimes shorter workouts, intense workouts are more important than you just sticking it out and just grinding away in the gym for lots of volume. Now again, I'm all about experimenting and doing higher volume and lower volume and all that sort of stuff in your training, but as a general rule, I would say this lower volume approach is a better foundation to base most of your training on. Mountain. So I hope this helps out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now.